Hello, everyone. I'm your Lore Keeper. Welcome to the Lore Keeper Show. My name is Trevor, and of course, I will be your Dungeon Master or your Lore Keeper for today. Um, and with me today, I have yet another teacher, Ken. If you want to introduce yourself.
Sure. Yeah. My name's Ken Mello. I'm an eighth grade math teacher at PVPA, where Trevor also attends,
Yeah.
and play a little D&D.
How long have you been playing for, roughly?
Oh man, I think we're going into like probably 4 or 5 years
Okay.
of playing pretty regularly.
Yeah. It's a good chunk of time, and um, so D&D Experts is where I take people who have been doing D&D for a long time and dive into a little one shot that I create. And I will also mention this is both for people watching and also you. There's a new rule that we're doing on the channel for crits, which is Perkins crit. Don't know if you've heard of this before.
No.
Perkins crit is basically normally, I don't know how you've played with crits before, um, but most people will play with like doubling the number on the die.
Hmm.
Um, and that is how I used to play with it. There are still some videos on this channel that will be like that. But from now forward, we are going to use Perkins crit, which basically means that, say, the damage is a D10, and so you roll like a 4. And then instead of doubling the 4, you would actually add 10. So it's like you would
Oh,
add
okay.
like the highest, so that like crits actually do a lot more damage than they
Yep.
could if you just like, oh, I rolled a 2 and now I'm doubling a 2 to a 4. That's not that much.
Gotcha. That
Um,
that's awesome. That
yeah.
makes sense.
Is very I will credit Luke, who has been on the channel before, as my Luke in my grade, who's the person who taught me that rule.
Sweet.
But yeah, that rule will be used throughout the channel. For viewers at home, it won't be in episode 1, 2, and 3 of the new Twisted season because those were recorded before we changed the rules. So whatever.
Cool. Sounds
Either
good.
way, let's get in to this. So if you want to say your character's name and introduce the character.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm playing a character called Cal Stoneglow. Grew up in kind of like a mining town. There was an accident there one day in the mines, and he was kind of the last person to leave. And ever since that day, he's always been a little different. He, growing up was the bigger kid in his class, always super helpful and nice, especially when they were like bullies on the playground, or if whatever version of that lives in D&D.
Yes.
But always kind of looked out for the little guy. So now he's a pretty formidable guy. Like he's 6'4", broad shoulders, is often quiet, but like when he speaks, a lot of people listen.
Mhm.
um and he has these like kind of blue tattered robes with this red cape that also has seen better days. um Black hair, brown eyes. He's got a bit of like a scruffy beard going on, and always has two long swords by his side.
Wonderful.
um yeah, and that's kind of his look. He's definitely like a commanding presence. He walks in, he's there. But yeah, always tries to work things out first, and then will, do what he has to do after.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Great.
his vibe.
And yeah, with that, I will also mention you are part of an adventuring group.
Okay.
You have been for a little bit. It's, I believe, past few months is what I said. Um, is you have Nathan, who is this fire genasi, is very, very full of himself, as kind of like some typical sorcerers are. Um, he's got like this red and blue fire hair, and like is like this very like sorcerer collar that's like popped up. Um,
Nice.
and then you have Susan, who is a half elf bard. She has this like very like nice dress and white hair that kind of comes down to her like shoulders, and she tends to play the violin as her main
Nice.
instrument. Um, and then you have a water genasi druid named Yzma, who is very nice and very like calm. Is like you got that like kind of like traditional like flows with the waves kind of feel. Um, and so just like very like chill person to be around. Susan and Yzma have been kind of closer than they've been friends for longer than like the group has been officially together. And so they like have some history with each other. Um, Nathan seems a little. In fact, I'm actually going to say with this description, give me a like history or insight.
Okay. Oh man, first roll.
Yeah.
I'll do insight.
Okay.
12.
12. I'll do see yeah, see if he is really. Okay. Uh yeah, it's just he I don't know. There's always just a vibe that you don't particularly like from him. Um I said sorcerer, but I did mean fighter sorcerer, not just
Oh, okay.
sorcerer. my
Cool.
my apologies.
No, no worries.
But yeah, you guys have been on the trail of these like this like ancient evil that's like kind of gone around. You've seen like runes and different things. And they kind of look like Egyptian in nature.
Huh, sweet.
Um, so it's
Okay.
like kind of like some possible like Egyptian connections here. And as you guys have gone into the like forest, you've kind of landed in this like forest. This very like nice river passing by, and you guys have made up camp. Um, and as you guys are sleeping, you start to hear something.
Love
Um,
it.
and you at first don't recognize what it is immediately, but then there's kind of a sigh that comes out of you almost as you realize that um, what you hear is an argument between Nathan and Yzma.
Okay.
Um, you are getting up. It's not like it slowly wakes you up. It doesn't jolt you up. But you do hear like at first it's like kind of muffled because you're like slowly waking up, but at some point it's just like you hear Isma like, please, I'd rather not right now. Please, if you would just back away. Oh, come on. It's just a little fun. No, I would rather not. And you're not exactly sure what this is about, but it seems not good.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
So, all right. So we're so Cal is definitely going to wake up hearing that and go right over to try and intervene.
Yeah, you start walking over. What you basically see is that Nathan is seemingly getting a little too close for comfort.
Okay.
Um, and then as Yzma keeps backing up, you hear and this like branch breaks. Um, and you give me a perception check.
16.
16. You see a cage come down on Yzma.
Okay.
She's concerned. Nathan also looks confused. Is not this seems like that there was traps planted by somebody in this forest. By that time, Susan starts waking up as well. She's on the other side of the river,
Okay.
and from a tree there is another figure kind of just crouched in the tree.
And Cal clocks this. He sees
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, I'm Cal's gonna go over and get in between and kind of give Nathan a bit of a not so good look.
Mm-hmm.
And an attempt to remove the cage from Isma.
All right. What are you going? First, I will say that Nathan looks at you with kind of this look of like, "What are you doing?" It's like, and then as he looks over at the person in the tree, um, you see, um, as you try to lift the cage, um, there is some like weird, like magical gunk on it.
Okay.
Um, and you see as like Yzma touches it, she kind of falls asleep.
Ah, okay. Not good.
Um, and the woman who is this like seemingly elf, though she has some like other distinctive like features that you can't see because she has like a mask and a hood.
Hmm.
Um, clearly like someone who is more of an assassin or something like that.
This is the woman that was in the tree.
Yes, and
Okay.
she comes towards Nathan and seems to be talking with him, but you can't really make out what it is.
I'm gonna use so. Oh, let's see. Well, let me just try this first. I want to look at the cage. Am I able to discern if there's any part of it that doesn't have this gunk on it that I could hold on without touching the gunk?
Ah, I would say give me investigation.
Okay. Ooh, no proficiency.
That's
Straight
all
D. All right, D12. I got a 12.
right. D12.
D12.
I was like,
D12
what?
and a D20.
um yeah, you looking around, it's like hard to determine. Um your best bet might be like the bottom.
Oh, I don't want to touch it myself and fall asleep. I'm gonna attempt to kick the cage.
Okay.
Do you want like a what kind of roll do you want for that?
That would be an unarmored strike, so I would say just like do an unarmored strike.
Would that be with my roll? So like I normally roll a D8
Mhm.
or yep, okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice. 15.
15 to hit.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I need to hit first. Oh, that's a nat 1 on the roll for the hit.
Yeah, you try to, and Okay. Yeah. Okay. This does work. Yeah. Um, you actually were probably going to hit, but what ends up happening is Nathan stops you.
I'll look at him and I'll give a side eye to the assassin and just say, what's going on here?
He looks at you and then directly at Susan, and he says, "You are not taking her from me." And we're gonna need to roll initiative.
Wow. All right, there it is.
If you would like to, give me an insight check on Nathan.
Nice. 14.
14. Yeah. So, what you have found through being with this group is that clearly the tension is less between Yzma and Nathan, and it's more between Susan and Nathan.
Okay.
And that is due to the fact what you have been able to glean is that they both seem to like Yzma in a romantic way,
Got it.
but Nathan doesn't really have the same tradition of being okay with LGBTQ plus people.
Got it.
And it seems that the assassin has more convinced him of his assumptions. It seems like she has been watching you guys for a while.
Okay. All right. Got it.
So, with that, first up is going to be the assassin. She is going to try and shoot a let me see, make sure that I'm doing this right. Yeah, she's going to try and shoot 2 crossbows at you, or crossbow bolts at you.
Is that a disadvantage because of how close she is?
I believe. Let me see what disadvantages for. Yeah, it is.
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
Yep. So one of those is going to be a. That would be a 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, it hits.
Okay. And then the other one is only going to be a 12 to hit.
Misses.
Cool. So that is going to be 4 piercing damage.
All right.
And 8 poison damage, and you are under the poisoned condition.
Oh god. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
In poison, is that something that I will have to roll for on my turn? Is it?
No, it ends after you are poisoned until her next turn.
And I have disadvantage on it. Okay, on rolls.
Yes.
Got it.
Cool. So after that is going to be Nathan. So he is going to send a firebolt at Susan. Yes. It's gonna be a 13, which misses. So yeah, you see the firebolt miss as it goes by her.
Nice.
And yeah, that's the only thing that he's gonna do.
Okay.
So it is now Susan's turn. You are last. Apologies.
God, that's okay. The rolls.
Is the rolls. So yeah, Susan is going to... We'll do Hypnotic Pattern instead.
Okay.
You create a twisting pattern of colors in a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature within the area, which we're going to make the area just be him, must make a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for the duration. While the creature is charmed, the creature has the incapacitated condition and a speed of 0.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Spell does end if an affected creature takes damage or someone uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Perfect. Okay. And does Susan have to concentrate on that, or is it just cast?
This is a con. I believe. Is this concentration? Yes, it is.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. So she's going to try that. So that means he has to make a Wisdom save. That is a 10, so that's a failure.
Nice. Awesome.
So yeah, he is incapacitated.
And what does it look like when Susan casts that? Like, what does she do?
So you see, she pulls out the violin and
Yes.
these kind of beautiful waves of kind of pink and blue spirals go forth and go kind of right for Nathan's eyes as he kind of starts to look very, very dazed. And yeah, so he can't take any actions. His concentration, if he had any, was broken. He can't speak. And he would have disadvantage on initiative if he were rolling initiative right now. Alright, so with that in mind, it is going to be your turn.
Alright. And the one in the cage is Isma?
Yes.
Okay. Cal will look down at Isma and just kind of give a nod down, kind of huff a little bit, and then he'll look around and see that Nathan is charmed. And after that whole thing with Susan, he's gonna levitate a little bit,
Okay.
Leaves around him are swirling, and he's gonna puff his chest out and hold his arms and shoot forward, and his eyes are gonna turn red and shoot an eldritch blast at the assassin.
Nice.
Oh yeah, 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
All day. All right. So that's a D10 plus 2.
Yep.
Oh, rolled a 2, but that's okay. So 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Do fighters at level 6 have 2 attack? Oh, but that was a spell, so that's my action.
Yes.
And then I am going to use my free action to take out my long swords.
Okay.
And while still levitating, I'm gonna fly at the assassin, so 2 blocks to the left, so I'm in her range.
Wonderful.
I don't think I have a bonus action that is worth doing anything, but let me just double check.
Of course.
Nope, just second wind. Yeah, and I'm just gonna stay there.
Cool. Yeah, that is wonderful. So from there, it is going to be the assassin's turn. You are no longer poisoned.
Awesome. Oh, I didn't roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to replay that just in case?
Sure.
Okay. So it was the Eldritch Blast. I still do the same flavor.
Yep.
Oh, the other one was a nat 20. So
Yeah.
disadvantage still works out. Cool.
Cool. In that case, we will. Yep, the assassin is going to try and do. She is going to use a sword attack on you.
Does the sword have goop on it?
It has poison goop.
Yep, there it is. Saw that coming.
Don't know why I rolled 2 there. I don't know why I did that. That was still gonna be a fail because that's gonna be a 12, so it's gonna be a miss.
Yep.
The other attack, she then turns and is going to use her crossbow on Susan. Just trying to get that concentration. That's gonna be a miss. Ooh. And then she, as she's cocking the crossbow, her footing's a little bit off and she falls out of the tree.
Oh, how far did she fall?
Onto the ground. Nat 1. So it's gonna be. Let's make a dex save for her. Okay, that's at least. She's at least not like. She's standing. But
So she is not prone right now?
she's not prone, but she
Okay.
did take 6 falling damage.
Nice.
So that is that. As she kind of, and then Susan is going to. She can still use a regular spell when being concentrating on something. So she is going to send a vicious mockery at the assassin. You see that the flavor of this is a she like plays like a really strange chord on the violin, and all you hear is just don't hurt our friends.
Nice.
This is gonna be a wisdom save, I believe, right? Yeah, wisdom, or is it charisma? Wisdom. This is a wisdom save. That's a fail. So it's going to take some psychic damage. It's only 3 psychic damage, but still good nonetheless. And after that, she will take her movement. Oops. Yep, take her movement to here.
Awesome.
Oh, sorry. There we go. So yeah, it is now your turn.
Awesome. Cal will slowly levitate down and ready his long swords and go in for his first. Well, he'll go in for his 2 attacks.
Cool.
First one is a 24 to
That
hit.
will hit.
Awesome. That's a D8. So 8 points of damage.
Cool.
And second one is a 10.
10 misses.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cool.
And he'll kind of say, before his turn ends, oh shoot, I had it ready. Just something along, like, in kind of almost like a whisper, like, there's still time to leave.
Give me intimidation.
Nice. Ugh, 4.
Yeah, she is. She's hurt, but like she's not anywhere close to like down, so she's still fighting. And seems very interested in this weird lover's quarrel. So
Yeah.
Cool. After that is going to be her. She is going to fully make sure of this. Yes, so she's going to take a bonus action disengage from you.
Okay.
And go right
Smart.
here. I was going to try and do 3 sword attacks on Susan. So one of them is a miss. That will hit. That will also hit.
Oof.
Ooh, actually, hold on. Yes, okay. Yeah, she's going to she is going to use silvery barbs. So it's gonna have to make a new roll. Susan's gonna use silvery barbs.
As a reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, if you don't know what silvery barbs does, it basically makes the person re-roll the attack that they did.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
However, that is a natural 20.
Oh, jeez. Susan.
Yeah. So, this is going to be... yeah, so basically what happens is that one of the sword attacks misses, but then kind of comes back around, deals 2 slashing damage at first, and then 5, 6 is 11, so 11 slashing damage, which is 13 total slashing to Susan.
Okay.
And then the poison, which is... Okay, so that's gonna be... 6 poison for the first one, and for the second one, 9 poison.
Jeez. Okay. So she's poisoned.
Yes,
And
because-
will roll at disadvantage.
Yes. So this is gonna have to be...
Does she have to roll for concentration?
Yes, she's gonna roll
Okay.
twice for concentration.
Oof.
But I believe poisoned... Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. This is not an ability check, this is saving throw, so she still
Right.
can roll straight for this.
Okay.
So she's gonna roll 2 of these to keep the concentration on the hypnotic patterns. So the first one she already fails.
Got it. All right, Nathan's back in.
So yeah, he as she loses that, kind of like thrown off guard by like her silvery barbs not working as well as she hoped, the spell ends and he comes back right on his turn.
Great.
So he is going to... Are you down on the ground?
Yeah, I had levitated back down.
Yeah, so he's going to come up to you and is going to do... He's going to touch your arm. And when he does so. Let's see here. It's gonna be a 11 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah, that misses. You feel some kind of like magical energy try to persist through you, but it does not.
Perfect.
So Susan will go. She has someone right in front of her, so she's gonna have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to. Yeah, she is going to kind of go here so that she's still in combat range, but doesn't hit you with the area effect.
I love that.
And is going to use Thunder Wave.
Awesome.
So that is a con save for the assassin. That is a save, but I believe it's still half. Thunder Wave, on a successful save, creature takes half damage. Cool. Yeah, so basically what you see is that you hear like this kind of like booming kind of chord that pulsates, and some of like the twigs kind of get thrown to the side as the assassin, I believe it's, what is it? D8. So she's going to take 16 half to 8 points of damage due to the save. So 8 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And it is you.
So you do disengage with bonus actions?
No, unless you have it, because the assassin has the ability to.
Right, it's an assassin. Okay.
Yes.
Cal will just spin around in place and look at Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like while he's doing so, like brushes his arm off and just says, "Shouldn't have done that." And gonna swing at him with both of his long swords.
Cool, go for it.
Okay, well, one is a 20-something.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, 26. 7 points of damage.
Cool.
And the other one is a 12.
12 misses.
Misses, okay. So those are my 2 attacks. And I'm good. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Cool. Yeah, so that is that. You see the assassin is going to yeah, it's going to do 2 sword attacks. Oof.
Against Susan?
Against Susan, yeah. Both of those are gonna hit. It's gonna try and use another silvery barbs. That one misses. Cool. So yeah, only one hits. Basically what happens is one hits and then the other, she looks like she's gonna strike true, but then Susan just kind of like quickly like moves out of the way, kind of like making sure to dodge it. The first one is going, the only one that actually hit is going to deal 1 piercing and 7 poison. So
Okay.
she's looking. She's still up, but she's not looking too great.
Susan?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
And as the end of the assassin's turn, Nathan looks at you, looks at Susan, and then looks at the cage. Put his hands, and fire erupts from them.
Oh God.
Burning hands.
Yep.
So I'm gonna need all 3 of you guys to make a dex save, which means that also the assassin is making.
Okay. All right, not bad. I got a 15.
15 is a save.
Oh, him and the assassins can't be that close.
Doesn't seem like it. Susan also saves, so all of you save. 14, so that's half to 7 fire damage for all of you.
Okay.
She kind of gives him this confused look, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So she looks at Nathan, just kind of like takes a breath. You are starting to leave us with few choices, Nathan. And takes out the violin and plays this chord that it's kind of one of those ones that you would hear in like a lot of like horror movies of like this kind of like melodic one. There's this kind of just like dark energy that appears in front of Nathan, taking a form that you can't really tell what it is. 29 points of psychic damage.
Oh my God. Okay, Susan.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is a spell known as Phantasmal Killer.
Nice.
It creates like kind of like a nightmare for the person.
Sweet.
And this is also he has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for as long as she has concentration on this.
Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. That is going to be your turn now.
All right. So I'm within range of both the assassin and Nathan, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So Cal will stop levitating and he'll fall to the ground, and when he does, you kind of feel like the ground shake around him. And he's gonna face towards the assassin. Like, he was originally facing Nathan, so when he lands, he'll spin around and attack the assassin with his longsword. So
Go for it.
oh my God, Trevor. I just rolled 2 nat 20s.
Woo!
So first attack, nat 20.
Yeah.
Which we're doing the Perkins crit.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see.
What is the damage die?
So I roll a d8.
You roll a d8, so you will whatever you roll and then add 8 to it, and also add whatever you already add to it.
Okay. All right, so I rolled 4.
4, so that's 4 plus 8, and then do you have any pluses that you normally have?
I usually add +4 to it.
Cool, so it would be 4 plus 4 plus 8. So that's going to be 16, I believe.
All right, 16 on the first one. And then the second one, same roll, 4 plus 4 plus 8, so another 6, so 32 points of total damage.
Phew!
That's awesome.
That is so great. Awesome. Yeah, you... describe this to me, because you're not killing her, but this is still a cool hit.
Yeah. So he lands on the ground, it rumbles, he spins around, and gets one kind of like good uppercut. Cool. With the first one, and after that one does, he comes out with his left hand and kind of like goes up to slash her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She did not like She is going to do... Yeah, she's going to do a sword attack against you twice. That is a miss. That is a... Oh, you good?
Yeah, I just realized that I have 2-weapon fighting, so on my bonus action, I can usually make another attack.
Oh, you're good.
I'll do that moving forward. I totally forgot.
So it's gonna be 16 to hit you.
So my AC is 16. Do you do meets it, beats it?
Meets it, beats it, yes.
Perfect. Okay. Yep, you got it.
Cool. Yeah, you do. One of the sword attacks does hit you. So that is going to be 3 slashing, and then 10 poison.
Okay. So 13 in total, and I'm poisoned.
Yes.
Okay.
And then after that is going to be Nathan. He is going to... Let's see here. He has currently... I believe it's like disability. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, so he can still do things. Holds up his hand and 3 like fire like balls kind of like come as like scorching rays. Sends 2 at you and 1 at Susan. One of them is going to miss you.
Okay.
Oh, wait, he has disadvantage on this. I just remembered that.
That's right.
So I'll roll again to see if he gets a nat 1 on this. No, he does not. Okay, so then the other one is also a miss. The one on Susan. It's also, yeah, all 3 of these he just and they just go wildly off. Actually, let me see here. Yeah, one of them does hit the cage.
Oh, okay.
So it does make a little bit of a dent in the cage for some fire damage. Still looking, and Yzma's still asleep. Doesn't seem like she's waking up anytime soon.
Okay.
But there's a dent in the cage now. Other than that, I believe it is now Susan's turn. She will just do Thunder Wave again. So it's gonna have it's gonna be another saving throw for the assassin. Woof! That's a nat 1.
Yes.
It's gonna be 14 plus 24 is 38.
Oh my god.
She does that, like, very, like, thunder, like, you feel it, like, right next to you, and, like, kind of, like, the, like mask and the hood kind of fly off as she, because I believe that's what the thunder wave throws someone back if they fail. Yes. It is pushed 10 feet back. So, which I believe means you get an opportunity attack.
Oh, because technically she's going out of my range. Oh yeah, I'll go in for that.
Yeah, so she gets thrown back and is knocked prone. Not when you're hitting her, but still.
Trevor, nat 20. I can't make it up. All right, so D8.
Yeah.
So 5, so 9 plus the additional 8, right?
Yeah.
So 17 points of damage while she's being thrown back.
Yeah. You slash her and you just cleave her and she just kind of like tumbles down into the water and just she is gone.
Wow, incredible. Wow, that was a good synergy between Susan and Cal. I love it.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, her body kind of goes away in the water. The only thing that's kind of left on the ground is there's this little piece of her cloak that's still left on the ground.
Okay.
Give me a Arcana check.
13.
13. Yeah, this whatever this piece of the cloak is magical in some nature.
Got it.
But yeah, it is your turn.
All right, I will.
Nathan still seems against you guys regardless.
Okay. I am going to so Cal just did those crazy 2 hits and was kind of down on a knee when he then saw the thunderous blast there and like swiped up. Mm-hmm. He's gonna in that move take a deep breath and whip around and do he's gonna blow out a frostbite onto Nathan.
If people couldn't tell already, this is a Superman build.
Yeah, big time.
Cool. So yeah, I will make a con save. No, that's a fail.
Really? So my effect does say do 2d6.
Yes, that is correct.
All right, let's do it. Oh my god, a 6 and a 5. So 11 points of damage, cold damage.
Yeah.
And you have
disadvantage on his next turn. He already has disadvantage on. so he's just racking that up.
Yeah. I imagine his like fiery hair dwindles a little bit from cold.
Yes. As you start, the red is still there, but the blue has kind of dwindled.
Nice. And on my bonus action, Cal's now kind of standing back up. He's gonna hit his chest, and do what is it called? Second wind.
Cool.
Do 1d10 plus 6. Oh wow, 16 points. Max roll. All right, and that is Cal's turn.
Cool. So no more assassin. I am going to something high or low.
Low.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
So yeah, it is going to be Nathan's turn. He's, just really trying to figure out what to do here.
He's having nightmares. He's cold.
Yep. He is going to. Yeah, he's gonna try that Scorching Ray again. As a bonus action, he's going to use innate sorcery.
Okay.
So that he just has to do straight rolls for these attacks instead of disadvantage.
Got it.
So he's gonna send one at you. 17 does hit.
Yep.
That will hit Susan. And that will also hit Susan. So one went to you, the other two went to Susan.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of those did end up hitting. You are dealt 5 fire damage.
All right.
And she is dealt 6. She has concentration, so she's going to need to save this, which she does.
Perfect.
So she still has concentration on that spell, and takes 6 fire damage. Cool. So it is going to be her turn, and she is going to use a cure wounds on herself because she's looking pretty bad.
Yep. Perfect.
So while I'm rolling the health, you can do your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing twice with the longsword.
Go for it.
All right, they are both gonna be 20. Not a crit, but
Yes, those will hit.
all right. First one is gonna be 10 points of damage,
Okay.
and the second one is 8 points of damage.
Cool. So total of 18. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you. How do you want to do this?
Oh man, I'm killing him. Okay, so I
Yeah.
guess I'll hit him first, and then instead, like, kind of go grab him by the throat and like raise him up, and then just go in with the final, like with the
Cool.
original longsword, kind of through the chest.
Yeah. You subdue him. As his smile kind of like fades on that, he's just like, you support this.
Huh.
And just kind of falls on the sword.
Fatality.
Well, I guess I'll keep one out, and I'll try to just where the scorching ray had hit the cage.
Yeah.
I'll try to hit, and I'll gesture to Susan and say, "The cloth. You might want to go grab that."
Yeah. Go and give me an attack.
24
24
or
definitely
23.
hits.
Yep.
23,
All right.
yeah, either one hits.
Cool. And I'll do 8 points of damage against the cage.
Cool. It is created with a sizable hole now, but possibly big enough to try and like strength break it.
I'll hit it with my sword one more time because I
Cool.
also want to avoid any of the
Yes.
poison around
Mhm.
it. 14.
That is a miss.
That's a miss. Okay.
Susan is going to pick up the cloth. Yep. Okay. So she picks it up and then immediately drops it. It starts to glow as the cloth disappears in like this weird like fire. They kind of look at you. And then one of them seems not able to talk. The other one seems weirdly more able to talk. Has this like kind of like regal voice a bit. It's like, well, I see that you have awakened us. Why?
Cal will kind of hesitate. Am I getting the sense that as of right now, are they malicious in any way? Are they like I
Insight
do,
check.
insight check? Let's do that. No, it's a nat one. So I'm scared.
Yeah, I would agree. You're scared.
Um, I think Cal would back away from the cage for a second and sheath his sword and just say, "Look, I don't. We just picked up a piece of cloth and you appeared. We have no quarrel, no intent to awaken you."
Bruh. And then the other one just kind of, it's all right, Jimothy. You seem lost. And you see Jimothy walks over to the cage and just kind of carelessly moves it.
Huh, great.
Um, and then looks at the other one. Bruh. That will do. We may see you again. Not quite sure how or when or why, but I think you all have some things to catch up on. And they walk away.
Awesome.
So we are out of initiative. Seemingly, Jimothy and Regal Mummy are
Regal.
not not very interested in fighting you guys, but more
Okay.
just seemingly part of whatever kind of um, Egyptian like ancient magic is going on that you guys have been tracking down, but
Okay.
not malicious.
Cool. And they're just walking through the forest
Mm-hmm.
away from us. All right, good.
And what you do see is now it just Yzma is on the ground sleeping, and Susan goes over and is going to just kind of give her a little bit of a shake, and she wakes up. Hi, um, what happened?
Cal will just say, "We were hoping you could tell us that we came over and heard a disagreement and then we're attacked."
Nathan couldn't deal with the rejection that I tried to give him nicely. And then this cage. I'm assuming that there must have been traps that we didn't find. And Susan kind of says, "Yeah, we don't have a rogue, so it's not really something that we were really looking for." Um, is yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Cal would just gesture over to Nathan, who's on the ground, and say, "I don't think he's going to be much of a problem anymore."
Susan helps Yzma back up. Um, and you get the sense. No, I don't think this is very hidden. You get the sense that um, there might have been more going on than you knew. These people
Yep,
probably have been a couple for a while.
got it.
This is very happy. And but basically, what happens is that you guys do take that time and venture forth into whatever your mission entails next.
I imagine they might try to follow those mummies a bit. Like they
Yes.
got to be going somewhere.
Yeah. Even if
Um,
it might not have been dangerous to you currently, who knows what could happen.
exactly.
And we'll leave that all to possibility, future, whatever happens. But hope that this was, as we close the book on this one shot.
Awesome.
It was very fun, very, very, very cool. Like that 20s that happened here.
Yeah, seriously, and that assassin was no joke. The
No,
additional poison damage causing disadvantage and stuff like that
yeah,
was a good twist. I didn't expect that.
yeah. Like a classic, so like, cause like looking at like what I used for a lot of this was like part of the reason that I um like didn't have Yzma be part of the battle is I never intended to make a character sheet for her.
Okay.
Um, and then like Susan was just like an eighth level bard, nothing really too special with her character sheet. Nathan, as I said, was like fighter sorcerer, though tended to lean more on the sorcerer abilities that he had.
Yep.
Um, and very, very cocky.
Yeah, that was clear. And yeah, I Susan definitely was my favorite character. I like the whole
Yes.
violin I'm a big into flavor with D&D. It's my
Yes.
favorite part. So like
Yeah.
the violin and her like using that as a way to get her spells off. The horror movie sound followed by the nightmare with Nathan was probably my favorite part.
Yeah, I really did like using that one. That was a fun one. Thank you guys for like watching and stuff. Is very I really really do like you guys watching this. There's a lot of fun stuff on this channel.